welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to do my October book haul. So October had so many new releases and so many pre-orders that it was just a bit hectic. I was getting emails from Waterstones all the time saying the book's ready to collect, so I had to keep getting my boyfriend who works in the centre of town to go get the books, because I would have had to be going into town every Saturday to collect these books that have all been coming. The only thing about these books is that all of these books I want to get read as soon as possible because they're some of my most anticipated books of the year, but because October has been such a busy month, I have not had a chance to read any of these yet, so it's very likely that you'll see a lot of these on my November TBR. So I probably won't go into them in too much detail because I don't want you to be having literally the same video for my October haul and November TBR. So let's just get straight on into it. These aren't going to be in published order, they're just in whatever order I got them off my bookshelf, because there is quite a few and majority of them are all hardbacks, so they were all very heavy as well. First book I'm going to mention is the only book that was not a pre-order. I literally saw it in Asda, which is near my new job, and I thought I need that book, so I got it. And that's Part of Your World by Liz Braswell. This is part of the Twisted Tale series that Disney is doing, and this one, as you can probably tell, is based off The Little Mermaid. They've had ones in the past based off Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Sleeping Beauty, and the recent one was Mulan. So I'm so glad they are doing The Little Mermaid, and the thing that they've changed in this is if Ursula was never defeated. So Ursula is now the Queen of the Seas. I'm not sure what's happened to Ariel, and is it Prince Philip? Prince Eric. I always get the princes mixed up, but I don't know what's happened with Prince Eric or anything like that. So I can't wait to go into this. I always like these books, they are quick reads and I do just love them. I can't wait to get this read as soon as possible, but it's not one of my priorities. Then we've got The Witch of Willow Hall by Hester Fox. Again, this was a last minute pre-order. I saw it advertised on Twitter and I thought this sounds like exactly my kind of thing, especially for around Halloween. All I knew about this was that it's based on a girl who is descended from the Salem witches, and she goes to this house, Willow Hall, after something's happened in another city, and she finds ghosts and strange voices talking back to her past. So I'm guessing maybe it turns out that she's actually a witch and it'll be really interesting, but it seems quite spooky, and I did want to get this read this month but didn't have the time, so this will just be a book that I need to pick up whenever I can. But also the cover is quite pretty and eerie as well, so I can't wait to give this a go whenever I possibly can. Next, we have the collector's edition of Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. As soon as I saw this collector's edition, I thought I need it because it's just so beautiful. But just look at the cover, it's all red and embossed, and you've got the back as well. You've got the red pages as well, and then inside you've got the such pretty map, and then you've also got the other map in the back, and then you've got all this art as well, if I can find it. So you've just got all of this art and it's just so beautiful. There you go. And I just thought I need this book so much. I do love Six of Crows, it's one of my favourite series, and it's one of the first books that I read because of BookTube, so it is quite special to me. But I'm just so happy I've now got this on my shelf, because I'm going to say it again, it is just so beautiful. Now we're on to the books that are my most anticipated reads of the year. First one being Two Dark Reigns by Kendall Blake. This is the third book in the Three Dark Crown series, which I love. Like the rest of these books on this haul, I haven't read much about the blurb because I want to go in blind and I don't want to be spoiled at all. This follows a kingdom where every queen gives birth to 3 princesses, all triplets, and when they turn 16 they literally have to kill each other, and the last one standing is the queen until she gives birth to another set of triplets. And it's all elementalists. You've got a poisoner, a naturalist and a elementalist. Is that what it's called? Elementalist, the fire one? I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's amazing, it keeps me hooked, and I can't wait to see where this one goes, because last time I think we had Catherine was on the throne and the other 2 were trying to get away from the island. So I just can't wait to see how this goes, and I'm not 100% sure, but this might be the last one in the series. It sounds like it, so I hope it is really, really good. Next, we've got Bridge of Clay by Marcus Zusak. I ordered this as soon as I found out Marcus Zusak was going to bring out another book. He is the author of The Book Thief, which is one of my favourite books of all time. I just love it. I'm not too sure what Bridge of Clay is about, because again, this was an automatic pre-order as soon as I saw it, and as soon as I saw Waterstones were doing a signed edition, which I'll just show you now. Look at it, it's signed down here. As soon as I noticed it was signed, I was like, I am pre-ordering this, I don't care what it's about. I am expecting such huge things from this book. But I believe it's about a set of brothers, and Clay, the youngest, decided to go off to find his father. I'm not 100% sure where it's set, but I know it is a historic fiction, and I just can't wait to just get this read. I am hoping for such big things from this book, because The Book Thief was one of my favourite books of all time. And the final book I'm going to mention is Muse of Nightmares by Lana Taylor. I feel like I have been waiting years for this book. This is the sequel and finale to Strange the Dreamer, which is such a beautiful book. It follows a young guy called Laszlo who wants to find out what's happened to this city called Weep. No one knows its real name, but then an envoy comes across and they literally take him to Weep to try and sort out the problem. I'm not going to go into it too much detail because there's lots of spoilers in that book, and I don't know what happens in this book either because I don't want to be spoiled. I wanted to get this read as soon as possible, but unfortunately, like I mentioned before, October's not been a good month for reading, so this will be a priority for next month. But again, it's just so beautiful. You've got the orange pages, even the back's beautiful, and I just cannot wait to give this a read. I'm so happy that I've got it, but I'm also so sad that this is just a duology as well, because it's such a brilliant world that Lana Taylor has created. So that's it for October's book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. There were so many great books out this month. There's also Kingdom of Ash. I am filming this a bit in advance. I think it's the 20th of October. I'm not 100% sure when Kingdom of Ash comes out. I was thinking it's the 30th of October, but I think it might be a bit sooner unless there's different dates for America and the UK. But I cannot wait for that. That has definitely been pre-ordered, so you'll definitely see that in my November wrap-up. But anyway, I'd best go because I am rambling a bit. So you've got all my social media links below, and I will see you with a new video. Bye!